my name is Tati and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my everyday androgynous makeup. This has been a highly requested video, so I'm really excited to finally be doing it. Today's video is sponsored by e.l.f, so it's going to be a one brand tutorial. All the products are from e.l.f, which is eyes, lips, face. They are a drugstore affordable brand that carries everything, and they're 100% vegan and cruelty free. So without further ado, subscribe if you're new and let's get into this video. Alright, for those of you guys who don't know me, I identify as non-binary gender fluid, so I'm very fluid with my gender and also in my gender presentation. Sometimes I feel very feminine, sometimes I feel very masculine, but most days I wake up feeling somewhere in the middle, and that's why I like to present in a very kind of androgynous way. I like to kind of have that ambiguity. It makes me feel very confident. It makes me feel very much myself because above all labels, above anything, I'm just human and I just like to be perceived as human, but I don't necessarily mind if I'm perceived as a woman or as a man, or I understand that society is still kind of opening up to the possibilities of other genders outside of just man and woman. But personally for me, what feels good is kind of presenting in an androgynous way most of the time. I do switch it up because, once again, gender is fluid for me. That being said, it is Pride Month, it's June, so happy Pride to the Alphabet Mafia. All right, let's get into the makeup and we'll continue to chat. I've already moisturized, but I'm just gonna go in with the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream for a little face base. When I'm doing an androgynous look, I usually don't wear too much foundation because I definitely like my natural skin kind of to show through. I really have been loving this CC cream. It is packed with skincare and also has 20 SPF. It's full coverage with a natural finish, so it goes on really, really well. I do have a little bit of a breakout going on here and also just some scarring, so I'm gonna use this to even out my skin tone. I'm also gonna mix a little bit of the Camo concealer in there just to get my perfect match. So I just mix those together and then kind of just test it out to see. So as you can see, that kind of matches my chest and the rest of my body, whereas my face is a little bit on the paler side just because I do wear sunscreen. Sunscreen is very important, kids. First, I'm just gonna apply this mostly to my cheeks, kind of avoiding the center of my face because for an androgynous look, I kind of like to keep my natural sort of eye bags, these natural little eye veins, which I literally used to despise. Like, I can go back and watch my old videos where I would conceal the frick out of like my eyes because I didn't like, you know, those veins and whatnot, and now I kind of love it. It's kind of beautiful that the things that used to make me insecure, I kind of choose to highlight now. I'm gonna set everywhere. I applied the CC Cream and Concealer Duo with the Prime and Stay Finishing Powder in light medium. All right, next I'm going in with lip balm. This is the e.l.f. Ride or Die in Tough Cookie. So someone actually used this on set on me a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, what is that? And I thought it was gonna be like some high-end product, and it ended up being e.l.f. and I was like, I need that immediately. I now have 3 of these, one in my car, one in my purse, and one right here. So this lip balm is amazing. It smells amazing, the color's amazing, and it's kind of like my lips but better. So as I mentioned, it's Pride Month. So in celebration, e.l.f. is partnering up with It Gets Better, which is an organization that helps LGBTQ youth connect with each other around the globe. So they have a prompt for us, which is eyes, lips, face. And with each category is a different question. So eyes is, when was the time that you felt truly seen as an LGBTQ person? All right, as we answer that question, I'm gonna start doing my contour with the contour palette and just mix these 2 browns here. So when I'm doing an androgynous look, I definitely wear more contour than usual just to really chisel my jawline and kind of bring out my features a little bit more and masculinize them a bit. I'm gonna take this contour directly into the hollow of my cheeks and then bring it slightly downwards to kind of create that square sort of jawline look. And then I'm gonna continue to bring that around the perimeter of my face. And of course, really kind of chiseling that jawline and going right under the jaw. So a time I felt really seen as an LGBTQ person was probably, honestly, when I first came out. The community was really, really accepting of me, and I just immediately realized that by living authentically, I was being representation for others, and I was encouraging others to also live authentically just by being myself. Almost every day I get a DM saying, you've helped me accept myself, or you made me realize I'm not weird, or you made me, you know, sort of come to terms with my sexuality or with my gender identity, or you've helped me decide that I want to use they, them pronouns, or whatever it is. And every single time that happens, I feel so seen as a queer person in the queer community. And I love it. It's probably my favorite part about being queer, is that other people feel comfortable being queer around me or with me, and I just love that. All right, so I'm also gonna take a little bit of this light brown here to give my nose a slight contour as well. And just ever so slightly. And then I'll also kind of take a little bit of that cooler shade and go into the shadows of my eyes. Oh! I'll even take a little bit of that, just a little, and go underneath my eye as well to kind of almost highlight my eye bags, but it just definitely masculinizes the face a bit. All right, folks, initial skin is kind of looking good. I need to do my eyebrows right now because they're so sparse. I'd say brows are probably the most important part of this look. If you want to look boyish, go messy and go big. So I'm gonna use the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. I just begin by doing light feather-like strokes, following the natural direction of my brows and just kind of filling in the sparse areas, as well as kind of giving more definition to my brow. All right, so here's one brow filled in and the other not. As you can see, there's just a drastic difference here. Like, it just completely lifts my face and gives me kind of like an entirely different look. All right, to set my brows in place and also add a little bit more volume, I'm gonna use the Wow Brow. This is a fibrous brow gel that just really makes them look so bushy. And that's what we're going for here, so. All right, so some days I stop here and just wear this out, and this is kind of like a very perfect everyday look for me. It's very minimal. It's also not too noticeable. It's very much like a no makeup, but it definitely masculinizes my face a bit. It's very much like a daytime look, or if I'm wearing a very masculine outfit, like I do like to stop here, but I also like to add a little bit more sometimes. So let's do that. But before we do that, let's answer the next question, which is lips. What is something that someone told you that made a huge impact on you and your journey to be who you are? That's a great question. What first comes to mind is something my mom said to me. It's definitely been a journey, right? Where I have ups and downs. Some days I feel completely euphoric in who I am and in my gender expression and in my sexuality, and other days I really struggle. Whether it be because society isn't completely accepting, or because I have ingrained sort of misogyny and internalized homophobia, or whatever it might be. But some days I really, really struggle to accept myself, and I'm still learning every single day. So one time when I was literally crying to my mom about like not being able to figure out what label I wanted to use, she looked at me and she said, "You're trying so hard to break out of this box, this straight, cisgendered box. Why are you running to find yourself a new label and a new box? Like, why do you need to confine yourself? Like, you're just a beautiful human. It doesn't matter." And she just said, be happy with who you are right now. Like, just live as who you are now. That doesn't mean you're not gonna change or, you know, realize something else about yourself in the future. But right now, you are who you are. So just be in the moment, be present, and stop trying to find yourself a new label. And that's why I'm mostly unlabeled. Obviously, I kind of use labels sometimes, but I'm trying to escape the box, so I'm not gonna put myself in another one. But thanks, Mom. I know you're watching. That really meant a lot to me. All right, guys, next we are going to do a little bit of blush. This is the e.l.f. Putty Blush in Always Cheeky. I love this blush so much. It's very, very buildable. It has a very creamy formula. It just melts into the skin for a very natural kind of look. I kind of put this everywhere, but mostly focus it on my cheeks and kind of on the bridge of my nose to create kind of a sun-kissed look. All right, my loves, next up we have the Bite Size Shadow in Cream and Sugar. This is just a very perfect everyday kind of palette. I tend to use just the brown. I love this shade of brown. It's amazing. So now we're gonna do my signature kind of femboy eyeliner look. I actually do it with brown eyeshadow. Sometimes I use black, but today we're gonna use brown. We're just gonna take some of that dark brown, load up the brush, To create a masculine look, instead of doing a traditional cat eye, which kind of brings the shape of the eye upwards, we're going to follow our natural outer corner and create a kind of downward slope to create a more masculine, androgynous look. Alright, next we're going to do the inner corner, taking the angled brush and aligning it with your natural inner corner. You're just going to kind of stamp on a little triangle. Alright guys, final step is mascara. Before we do that, I'm going to answer the last question, which is face. If you could face your younger self today, what would you tell them? I would tell them that everything is going to be okay and that everyone's going to love you no matter what. Maybe not everyone, but everyone that you want to be loved by will continue to love you no matter who you are or who you become. And I love you because I definitely spent a lot of years hating myself for things that I could not control. So I take that back and I love you. Alright guys, for mascara, I'm using the Lash It Loud. This mascara is so good. It's super voluminous and incredibly pigmented, so you only need like one coat. And the brush is amazing. It's kind of got like silicone little brush. I'll just like let you see the magic. Also, this is without curling my lashes. Alright, if I'm feeling extra snazzy, I'll do a little lip lacquer, however you say that. This is Moody. Again, kind of just like my lips, but better. Alright guys, this is the completed look. Everything will be shoppable in the link in my description down below. Make sure to click through my links, because they're affiliate links, so please do. But this is the look. I absolutely love e.l.f. Once again, they're cruelty-free and vegan and so affordable. Like, so affordable, it's almost shocking. If you made it all the way to this point in the video, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video or found it helpful, please like it. Also subscribe. Click the notification bell to be notified when I upload a new video. Follow me on Instagram at Ringsby. Check out my podcast, Skinny Dipping, and I think that's all I have to say. So, of course, don't forget to go drink a glass of water. I love you guys.